Hello, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. It is actually Sunday. My power is finally back on. It is a beautiful day here in the Hudson Valley. I have my windows open, my doors are all open. That rain that came through last night was just crazy, but we really needed it so badly. Not too much smoke going on. It's pretty much gone away. I'm really hoping and praying that Canada has their fires out at this point, because what a horrible, scary thing to have happen. All right, so I did do 2 videos yesterday as I'm trying to catch up with some of my products because I need to get into them. Every single item in this video, there is nothing here over $1.75, so $1.03, because I have a couple things from the toy department. Other than that, we've got some beauty going on here, some makeup going on here. And who was that? Someone just zoomed by. All the girls said, no, we're going to wait to take the bikes out till after you're done filming. So I don't know who just zoomed by real quickly, but I'm going to get you when I look at my camera outside. All right, so every single item in this video came from the same location. Now, this is a location that I don't go to very often at all. This one is located in Newburgh, New York, and it's off of 300 over by the shopping center. I think it's a Stop and Shop. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a Marshalls and a Home Goods over there. It's a pretty decent sized store, and they had lots of beauty stuff going on, so I was so happy I stopped over there. That's about half an hour ride for me, so I don't get out there very often, but when I do, I'm usually not disappointed with the items that I find. All right, so let me make sure I have some tissue. I have my magnifying glass. Now, I did see someone made a comment, I'm sorry, I don't recall who it was, that says this lights up. There is nowhere on this magnifying glass that I can see where it lights up. Actually, I do see a little bubble in the glass, though. Yeah, so maybe I just have a different one. Anyways, my magnifying glass, my ruler, my scissors, my hot cocoa. Yes, I'm drinking hot cocoa. I'm off the coffee already this morning. All right, let's get into this Dollar Tree haul. All right, I'm going to start off with just one little snacky find. And these are by Sensibly Natural. It's a cinnamon flavored apple straw, crunchy and delicious. They're 3 ounces. They come out of a company in Houston, Texas. There they are. I do love apples. I love cinnamon. I love apple strudel, apple pie. It's, you know, getting to that point here in the Hudson Valley. We're going end of July, going into August. You can already see the apples. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen apples from the Hudson Valley, but my God, they're like this. They're huge. I'll definitely get some videos for you this year. So these looked kind of yummy, so I'm going to give them a try. That's really it for foods and snacks and things like this. This is really a lot of like beauty stuff going on. All right, I did want to share with you, I found some more of the 100 sheets, and these are the mini lint rollers, but this time instead of pink, it's got this pretty light blue checker and then the bows. And it says 100 sheets, so I'm going to assume there's probably 50 on each one. So I grabbed some more of those. I've been brushing Mia and combing Mia, and you can brush a lab all day long. You're still going to get something. So I always end up having a little lint roller just to clean up the extra fuzzies. All right, over to the school section, but just 2 things. That's all I have. You guys know how much I love my notebooks. These are made by Jot. The sticker does come off on the back. That's a big deal for me. 60 sheets. They're 5x7, very pliable. I'm in my dreamer, what does it say? In my dreamer area, my bad here. But what's cute is on the inside, it's purple paper, and all the sheets have something on them, and I just love that. That makes me happy. They also had this one. They're actually calling these journals, but you call them whatever you want. Again, 60 sheets, 5x7. There's the front, Judy. And then when you get on the inside, all your pages have a little something different on them. And I love that. I love when there's a little decoration on the bottom of the notebook. Alrighty, that's it for notepads, no pencils, or anything else going on in the note department. Over to the doggy section. And when I say doggy section, I basically mean pets. These are so cute. I'm such a sap. So I got a set for myself and a set for Mia. Now, for those of you that may have been with me for a while, you know we have an emotional support pickle. Now, to go with our emotional support pickles, ladies and gentlemen, we have Clausen pickle doggy toys. Oh my gosh, look at their little faces. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, trim that tag off because I think it looks much better without the tag. But look at the faces on these little pickles. Yes, these are going to be my new emotional support pickles to go along with my other emotional support pickle. And like I mentioned, I got two, a set for me and a set for Miss Mia. Alrighty, let's go over to toys for just a moment. These were the most expensive find in my entire video because these are coming in now at $175 a pack. It is what it is. 15 teeny tiny babies inside by Orb Teeny Tiny Babies. Surprise your friends, pass them out, hide them in places. So it's a bag that looks just like this. And we're going to trim it open for those of you that have not seen these. I had a friend, and gosh, I have to remember, she would make this cake every year. And inside the cake, there was a baby, a little plastic baby. And whoever found the baby, it meant something. And I don't know, it's some kind of, she did it like every year with her family. It was like a tradition they had. Anyways, I'll have to look up what that is. So I'm just going to sprinkle these out because these are kind of different. Basically, I don't know if you guys are going to see these well enough. Let me just put one in my hand. So there's one of the first little babies. So they have green, blue, orange, pink, and they're kind of like in a sitting position. You know what? Let me use my magnifying glass here. They're kind of in a sitting position, but if you're doing like a baby shower and you want to put these on like cupcakes or something, that would be really cute. There they are right there. All right, so they also have the Orb Teeny Tiny Ducks. You get 15 of these ducks in here. Also for fun, decorating. I love the little itty bitty things here. I'm so into them, I really am. All right, these guys, whoops, there went a duck on the floor. Duck, duck went on the floor. Let me put them on, another one went on the floor. All right, so here's the little ducks. You have clear, orange, pink, green, blue, lavender. There they are. I know it's not the best shot in the world, but these again would be cute on cupcakes, or if you know someone that does the Duck Duck Jeep. All right, I have to make sure I grab those before Mia comes back in the house. Now, the other thing that I found in the toy section is by Arcade, and this is called Charmsies. 4 surprise charms inside. Of course, we're going to get into this as well. You guys can probably hear the traffic because I have everything open here. Alrighty, so you're going to get this plastic little bracelet thing that you can hook these charms on. And what charms did I get? So I got this cute little bunny. And then I got this cute little dinosaur. And then I got a shark. And here's where you loop that thread through. And then a little girl with a headset on. How cute is that? Look at her little eyes. So adorable. And then you just loop them through on the string. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip. And I actually have a Halloween cup out. Boo! I know it's a little early, but I just grabbed it off the shelf in the cabinet. Okay, so moving on. One thing in the section where you get your vitamins. Sambuco Black Elderberry Immune Gummies. You get 45 gummies in here. The expiration date is April of 2027. So it's not like this is, you know, expiring anytime soon. That is a phenomenal buy. Yeah, I want to try this because, first of all, when I first saw it, me in my brain, I thought of Sambuca, you know, the liqueur, which is basically tastes like a black licorice. But it'll mess your ass up, let me tell you. Anyways, so back to these guys. I saw these and I was like, wow, that looks like a really good buy. And I do read that these berries are supposed to do some good things for you. Okay, how do you pass that up for $1.25? Gonna give them a try. All right, let's go over to a few things, and we're just gonna call this beauty, makeup, sprays, lotions, because that's what we got going on here right now. So the first thing I want to share that I found in the makeup department is by City Color Cosmetics. It's Be Bold Highlighter in the color Lucky Gold. It does have a clear wrapper all over it, but you guys know me. I already have one and it's open for you. So super nice. There it is without the wrapper. Let me get the glare off for you. Again, it's called Lucky Gold. It does not come with a brush or a mirror or a palette, but hey, that's cool. And there it is right there when I have it open. I love that heart there in the middle. So we're just gonna try a little with my finger. There it is, my finger. You can definitely see it. Let me grab my tissue. All right, and we're just gonna go like right here. For sure, very pretty. Especially at this time of the year when we're wearing things, you know, maybe more off the shoulders or, you know, in the cleavage areas, wherever really, that's really pretty. All right, then I found this, you know, these packages we get, and I believe it's Flower. And who is that? What is her name? I can see her face. I can hear her talk show. Who does Flower? Oh my gosh, is it Flower? Yes, it's Flower. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. Looks just like this. I'm not really seeing, but let me get my 3D dimensional mirror here. My 3D dimensional blackboard. This is called Punchy Poppy Fruit. Let me get the seal off. I still can't think of who it is, and once I shut my camera off, I'll know who it is. All right, let's check this out. Ooh, that is like a nice full-size lipstick. Probably a little dark for me, but let's just give it a swipe right here. Very, very pretty. Actually, I might be able to pull that off. That would be a lovely fall color. Very nice. Alrighty, let's move along. I'm going to be showing you some other products, so that's why I was prepared with a little damp tissue here. Okay, I found these, which my daughter is going to love. These are, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly or not. Is it Helios Nail Systems? You're going to get 24 nails in here. It's the Luxe Edition. Wow, these are like long ones here, but here's the packaging. Give me a moment to zoom it in for you. If you can see on the top, once I get a good shot right there, on the top of all the nails, there's like a flower decor on there. So again, you're getting 24 in the package. They give you this little peekaboo hole so you can see what it would actually look like on your finger. She's gonna love those, so I grabbed a pack of those for her. I was excited to find these because these actually were on my wish list. I do use these a lot. I got them last year. They're made by Be Pure, and they're the bronzer drops. But I did not know that this year they have a rose gold, and I'm really excited to try that. So I also picked up another bronze gold to show you as well. So we're gonna open the bronze gold first. I like these. You can use them with your makeup. You can use them with lotion. Actually, you can use them however you would like to. Now, of course, this package is going to be a pain in the ass. So bear with me. All right, here we go. So this first one again is the bronze gold. There's your container. All right, I'm going to try to be a good girl here, and I'm actually going to shake it up a minute. And I don't want to get it all over this couch. All right, so I'm just going to do a little splot. And there's really the color. Now, I'm going to open up the second bottle to show you the rose gold, and then I'm going to show you the two together. I don't want that one to drip off, but it's starting to move. In hindsight, I probably should have opened these together. Alrighty, rose gold, love rose gold. I think it's so pretty. Let me shake this one up a minute. All right, so there's our first one. Oh, yeah. And then there is our rose gold, okay? So here is the first one. Right there. It's probably too much, but I want you guys to be able to see it. And then there is your second one. So you definitely have more rose in that one than that one. You can mix it, like I said, with many different things. All right, let me just swatch these off. Wow, there's like all kinds of traffic going by all of a sudden. Haven't heard no bikes though, so you guys heard me. Thanks for waiting for me, girls. All right, moving on. Also in Makeup and Beauty, some new blemish patches. You're gonna get 24 patches in here. These are so cute, and they also blend well with some of the new scents that are out there. These are also by Amber Glow. Lots of things by Amber Glow out there right now. 24 in a package. This one also has witch hazel and vanilla, and they're in the shape of pumpkins. How cute are those? Trying to get the glare off for you. They also had with witch hazel and vanilla. These, they're in the shape of a rose. Let me get the glare off. Right there, maybe. And last but not least, witch hazel and vanilla. And these are apples. Super cute. Alrighty. These I got such a laugh and a giggle out of because I love many things, you know, certain things. I just like the little fun things. These are by Must Have Beauty. They're compact washcloths, individually wrapped for on-the-go use. Just add water, it expands instantly. You're going to get 6 in a package. They look to me like little mini tampons. Not tampons, but pads. All right, I have to open these up. So they come in 2 colors. You can get this one that comes in pinks, and then this one that comes in like lavenders and purples. So we're going to go into this one first. I think these are so cool. Perfect for travel. They give you this little case that I'm loving this little case. So you get this little plastic case. All right. You pop it open, and here's the little washcloths. Like, oh my gosh. All right. So here's one of the darker purple ones. I'm just going to show you. Here it is. It's a little itty bitty one. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's measure this. It is 2¼ inches. All right, there it is right there. How perfect is that? Throw a couple of these in your purse, in your backpack. A mini washcloth. So we're just going to open this up. And this is what it looks like. And then once you add water to it, it looks like a washcloth. How freaking cool is that? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm loving the container. I'm going to get some more of these because I think these are just perfect for on the go. I mean, how simple is that? Too cute. All right. Moving on this Dollar Tree haul here. My daughter said to me, "Hey, Mom." I was like, "Yes." She goes, "Have you seen this Wave 37 stuff?" I'm like, "I don't even know what you're talking about, girl." But I came across it at Dollar Tree. All right. Wave 37 Skin Rescue. This is a 3 fluid ounce moisturizing hyaluronic acid daily face wash. Found her that. Hopefully it'll make her happy. She doesn't know yet. Also found the Gel Cleanser Daily Face Wash, 3.4 ounces. I've never tried this stuff before, but she says it's all that in a bag of chips. Then we have Rescue Drops, 1.69 ounces. We then have All Day Chill Mist Facial Spray. And these pieces were in one display box, so I got one of every one. And last but not least, Thirst Trap Recovery Mask that looks like that. So quite a bit. Unfortunately, I wish I could, give you more information on this company, but I honestly really never heard of it. Okay, moving on. These were new to me, and I found these in Makeup and Beauty. BioPure Smarty Wipes Apple Scented. You're going to get 16 antibacterial wipes. How cute are these? I want to see if the package inside is just as cute, because, that's important for me. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's almost like you could write a kid's name on the back of this. All right, so here's the front. Here's what they look like. But on the back, I would be putting one of these on each of my little one's desk and put their name on it, right? So they could wipe their hands first thing in the morning or right after school. Those are adorable. Yeah. Alrighty, moving on here. I had shown all of you a couple of days ago the big Amber Glow hand lotions. Smelling amazing. That vanilla spice one is just off the hook. All right, so I had mentioned that they had some mini hand creams to match. Here they are, Amber Glow. Tony and Amber hamburger cream. And yes, I know, I pronounced peony incorrectly. It's pony and amber? I don't know. Hand cream, it's 0.69 fluid ounces. Excuse me, did I just swallow a fly? There's a fly roaming around. I hope it didn't just go down my throat. All right, so there is the hand cream that matches the scent for the hand lotion. They also have apple scented, and they smell delicious. Now, so you know that nobody's been into it, they do have these clear seals that wrap across the back. I did see a lot of them, unfortunately, open, but what are you gonna do? Last but not least, the vanilla spice. Now, let me take the tablet off this one. The tape, I meant to say. So basically, you're twisting the top, and then there is where your lotion comes out. And I really am digging, totally digging. Hello? There we go. Oh, it smells so good. And I'm not a real big spice person, but this stuff, I don't know what it is. I love it, love it, love it. It goes in real quick. And it just smells good. For me, I feel that the scent actually lasts. Some people are saying it's not all that, but you know what? Everyone's body chemistry is completely different. All right, so there's only 3 of those because they match the 3 of the hand creams. Now, I had shown you the other night the Brazilian Soul Room Spray. Not body spray, room spray. And I had said, you know, when I show you the body spray, it's going to look just like the room spray, so you definitely don't want to get it confused. These are 7 fluid ounces. These are made by Spa Luxury. Brazilian Soul. Oh my gosh, so it's pistachio and caramel. Oh, there it is. This is the body spray. Not to be confused because they look identical to each other. They also had the Brazilian Floral, which is dragon fruit and lychee. Again, 7 ounces. I love them all. I really do. And last but not least, 7 ounces. This is the orchid and sandalwood in the Brazilian orchid. They do smell really nice. I mean, yes, this is a body mist. You could use it probably to spray it and, you know, freshen up your house if you wanted to. Oh, it just smells so good. Spurt some in your car, spurt some in the laundry room. You know, just because it says body mist doesn't mean you can't, you know, throw some up in the air and freshen up a room. All right, speaking of body mists, oh my gosh, Power Stick is like off the hook. But I got to give this store some credit because they had their shelves organized so well. It was such a pleasure to shop there. It was just like everything was like almost color-coded, organized well, faced well. And that's a joy to shop in. You know, when you go into the store, sometimes they've got U-boats, and that's what they stack all their boxes on. They call those U-boats. They stack their boxes in front of all the products, and it's like you can't even shop. Anyways, beautiful display over there at that store. Power Stick Limited Edition, 16 fluid ounces, Twilight Glow, notes of purple fig, sandalwood, and vanilla, is a shower gel. By the way, this company is USA. There is our proud flag right there. So they had this. To go with it, this is a also limited edition, the same brand, 5 ounces, and this is a leave-in hair conditioner. And then last but not least, they had same brand, same scent, the body and hair mist. I mean, what a great trio right there. These are going to my girls down under. I also came across by Power Stick Amber Rouge, which is notes of jasmine, saffron, and amberwood. And this is a hair and body mist. They also had Comfy Cozy, notes of coconut milk, whipped cream, and cashmere. Smells awesome. Two more to share with you, our famous pistachio. And then last but not least, the golden sand, which is caramel, vanilla, and toasted macadamia nut. Doesn't that make you just want to have a big old sundae? Oh my gosh, these smell so good. I know everybody's scent palettes are different, their smell palettes are different, their taste palettes are different, you know, but honestly, these are on the lighter side in my opinion. It's not something like you're gonna put on and it's gonna be like, what? But it also depends on how much you put on. But I happen to enjoy all of these different types of scents. Turned myself onto a couple new scents as well because at $1.25, you really can't go wrong. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this time around. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. What's left over here on the East Coast, I'm not even sure what time it is, to be very honest with you. But I'm just trying to keep my head to the grindstone and getting done when I need to get done. So I'm not so incredibly overwhelmed. But just getting the opportunity to spend some time with all of you the past 2 days after I've missed you all for a few days has been so healing. I can't even explain it to all of you. So until next time, everyone, that's going to do it for me. A big hug from me to all of you. I so enjoyed this me time. And until next time, bye for now.